folks. The Undertaker has been the measuring stick here in WWE.
And I'm not so sure anybody has ever reached his level, Cole, or ever will for that matter.
What an eerie feeling it must be to walk toward that unforgiving Hell in a Cell structure.
I don't even like sitting next to it.
And approaching the ring, from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 248 pounds, Mr. McMahon.
You know, I hate to be so negative, but this guy deserves every last boo he gets here tonight. Oh, the look on this guy's face tells me he's about to inflict some major pain. Whew, you better look out. It's highly likely that these competitors will leave a part of them behind in this hellish structure.
The Undertaker going for it. Whoa, and a bit of a test of strength here.
I love it. This is a good old-fashioned battle of power versus power.
You know, when we talk about the most devastating finishers in WWE, we have to, of course, talk about the Tombstone Pile Driver.
Oh, man.
I mean, The Undertaker is such a ferocious finisher that once it hits, most men will not get up.
Ooh, that did it.
Quick thinking to avoid that.
A face buster.
Competing at full health here, definitely in a good position.
You know, speaking of the versatility and finishers that The Undertaker has, it truly is an arsenal of finishers at his disposal. The Tombstone is devastating. But let's not forget about his choke slam. Undertaker loves to put people through tables, rings, and Michael, even steel cages with it.
Yeah. I have a strong feeling these guys will throw caution to the wind and just go full steam ahead.
I hope you're right. That's exactly what I want to see.
If you're just tuning in, you're watching what is guaranteed to be a Hell in a Cell match for the ages.
Yeah, and that's saying something given the Hell in a Cell matches we've seen over the years.
And something else that comes to mind with The Undertaker. How about the Hell's Gate? Hell, once applied, you're not only dealing with the match at hand, but your entire career.
Right. I'd have to agree with you there, Michael. The Undertaker is so aware of his opponent's weaknesses that he can apply the Hell's Gate whenever his opponent least expects it. Once he executes it, it could all be over. And that's going to be on the mind of each and every opponent he faces.
And tonight, King, is no exception.
Right.
Mr. McMahon is a force within the ring.
Oh, out here you have to be able to think on your feet lightning fast. One mistake, one moment of hesitation, and you can find yourself in a world of hurt.
What a sight. The Phenom's been attacked from every possible angle here.
Adding insult to potential injury there. Mr. McMahon began his career with a one-time chance from his father. If he succeeded promoting events in Maine, he was in. If he didn't, he was out of business forever. Soon after, he became a WWE announcer.
Mr. McMahon bought WWE from his father, and he carried out his vision to make WWE a national company, launch WrestleMania, and then take WWE international.
Seems like these guys are letting out a lot of pent-up frustration tonight.
Oh, Mr. McMahon knows how to polish off an opponent.
Undertaker with a reversal.
Well, it looks like I'm not the only one who didn't see that one coming. Watch out. Hey, Mr. McMahon doing a great job of turning that around.
One of Mr. McMahon's crowning achievements is when he took WWE to Wall Street.
Oh, I remember that.
WWE's now been a publicly traded company for more than 15 years. Mr. McMahon is a force within the ring.
The shoulders are down.
And he escapes with a kick out.
You need to run over the Undertaker with a truck to stop him. What's he going to do here? What's he going to do here? Uh-oh.
Mr. McMahon is a force within the ring.
Oh, no. Wait a minute, Cole. What's he going to do here? You know, we don't have time to cover all of Mr. McMahon's achievements, but let's not forget about his rivalry with Stone Cold Steve Austin. I mean, it changed this business into the Attitude Era.
And he's heading back in.
I can't blame him. Nothing good is going to happen out here on the floor. Well, the trick sometimes when you get outside the ring is survival. The match becomes almost secondary when you get near all these dangerous objects.
My God, his body's been through hell, and his ribs have bore the brunt of the attack.
And I hope we can get a doctor out here as a precaution. Damaged ribs like that can make it hard to breathe.
And he delivers a vicious leg drop.
One of my favorite things about Mr. McMahon is that he'll oftentimes adopt the finisher of whoever he's facing in the ring. Camel clutch! He needs to figure out a way to get to his base and break the hold.
What diabolical things are going through that mind right now?
When you get in control like this, you want to throw... Hey, the shoulders are down!
And he breaks the cover, forcing the referee to stop the count.
Well, that's just not enough to get the job done. I have a feeling if Mr. McMahon lost there, somebody would be getting fired. Oh, out of nowhere! The shoulders are down!
And it's up. He got the shoulder up.
Undertaker was almost out right there. But we're not going to see the slightest hint of retreat from the Phenom.
To King's earlier point, there's few things funnier than seeing Mr. McMahon pull off the corporate elbow or the McMahon stunner.
Hey, I'm telling the boss that you think his finishers are funny.
So damaging.
I would hate to be in the ring with Mr. McMahon right now. There's no telling what he'd do to you. Ow! Ooh. Cole, what's he got in mind?
He's delivering an old-fashioned butt kicking right here.
He is just getting busted up.
Folks, we're coming to you from Dallas, Texas, and we're just a few short miles from Reunion Boulevard, where one of the most historic buildings in wrestling history once stood.
Big Show once told me that being in the ring with Mr. McMahon is a lot like being in a cement mixer with a hand grenade. He just goes off every which way.
Remember, momentum in WWE can turn on a dime.
And leave you some change. The more punishment he takes, the slower and slower he is getting back to his feet.
I think I may have had the same conversation with Big Show as it relates to being in the ring with Mr. McMahon. He told me it's all elbows and knees.
Hey, whatever works for him, right?
And now with a boost of steam is The Undertaker.
The Taker's on fire here.
Shoulders down. And he kicks out.
And he lives to fight again. You know, it's hard to believe, but it looks like he still has some gas left in his tank.
No love lost between these two.
He didn't need a GPS to find the mark.
And there's an extremely... Wow, what a move from Mr. McMahon. That's how you sweep an opponent under the carpet. Will this be enough?
Hang on.
And he escapes with a kick out. There's no keeping this guy down tonight.
When you're dealing with Mr. McMahon, you're dealing with one of the most revolutionary and successful entrepreneurs the business world has ever known. Let's face it, he can be your best friend or your worst enemy.
There can only be one top dog here in the WWE, and a win here will go a long way in solidifying one of these guys' claims of being the best in the business.
Oh my gosh, big time impact.
He can do it here.
I think he's got it.
And the shoulders up now. That's a kick out.
Nice. You don't get many opportunities like that against Undertaker.
Jerry, moments ago, you talked about the sides of Mr. McMahon. We're both part of a long list of people who felt Mr. McMahon's wrath. By now, the world should know this man's capable of anything.
Absolutely, Michael. He's won the 1999 Royal Rumble, the WWE Championship, and the ECW Championship. Whether he's in a suit or ring attire, his theme song says it all. You got no chance in hell.
What a move by the legendary Undertaker.
That was a thing of beauty. Just amazing.
This could be it. Taker setting it up.
The Undertaker is conjuring up some good momentum here.
And he goes for the cover.
This is it. And a kick out.
The kick out's all that saved him. This match goes on. Wow, what a display of heart and determination.
Man, oh man, did he take a wild swing with that one.
You're right. That was wild indeed. Good thing we're over here. Looking for all the glory here. 2, 3. What a win. Man, he's got to feel great. I can't believe what we saw in that match. Well, I don't know how you can pick out highlights from that match. The whole match was highlights. We got a couple of highlights here. Let's check them out. Oh, they mesmerized the WWE Universe in that match.
Here's your winner, The Undertaker.
That's a win you remember for a long time.
I'll tell you what, Cole, I could watch those two go at it each.
Here comes the money. Here we go. Money talk. Here comes the money.
Introducing the challenger.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar.
Well, we're on the move here. Oh, wait, nice reversal.
King, from what I've seen, I think the best piece of advice to give an opponent of The Undertaker is to not get caught in the corner or on the ropes where he can isolate and block you in. If that happens, the match could be over very quickly. It looks like he's in no man's land here. He needs to be able to put things back together here.
Michael, this is a dangerous position to be in. He needs to be able to find a way to clear the cobwebs and regroup.
And he hits a vicious neck breaker.
Well,